Hey guys, super excited to break down the 5 seconds of gameplay that we got from Madden 21 at the Xbox show. But let me subscribe to my channel. What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're not going to do some clickbait garbage video talking about the 5 seconds of Madden 21 footage that they got from the Xbox presser day. No. What I'm using is the logo from that. Thank God. They've got a sick retro logo. That's literally the only takeaway you could have from that is like, hey, if you bought it on the Xbox One, it'll be available on the new X or your new console, which is unreal. That has great value. But literally the only thing of substance is, hey, they went with a flashback retro homage to the old original John Madden football games. That is it. What we're going to do to you today is follow up from a video we did earlier in the week where I showed you guys that the rookies in this year's draft class got their face scans in, we got their player portraits, but all the ratings were nerfed. I didn't want to give away the ratings because this is what today's video is. This is my prediction for all of the first round picks from the 2020 draft and what their rookie ratings are going to be in Madden 21. So without further ado, we're going to work our way, we'll go alphabetically. We'll go reverse alphabetically. So we are going to start with the Minnesota Vikings and work our way all the way up to, I think, the Chicago Bears, but they don't have a first round pick. So it would probably be finishing up with Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. So first up for the ratings, we have Jeff Gladney. Now you're going to see like what Cameron Dan's picking the third round. I didn't adjust any of the ratings of the third round. They are just strictly on the first round picks. This is based upon really, I went in and looked at all of the rookies that dropped in Madden 20, their performances in the combine, where they got drafted, and what ratings we got in the Madden 20 rookie rating scale. And generally last year, what we learned from Madden 20 is that they're dumbing down rookies a little bit. Rookies are not going to be overpowered. Rookies in real life are never going to line up with what the rookie ratings are in your Madden franchise modes. Like in your Madden franchise mode, you can consistently get rookies that are 75, 76, 77, if not well into the 80s. Whereas last year in Madden 21, there's only one player above an 80, or at least an 80 overall, and that was Quinnen Williams of the New York Jets. So certain positions got hit worse than others. Corners and offensive tackles kind of get hurt a little bit. Defensive linemen kind of get hurt a little bit versus like wide receivers that generally get good rookie ratings. So we have Jeff Gladney here. He was the 31st pick in the first round. And this is how I kind of think he's got to line up. 69 normal dev. He's one of my dudes. I think he is an absolute dog. I think he's a great fit for a Mike Zimmer defense. He ran a 4.48, which is roughly around 90 speed, 92 acceleration. We also got a 37.5-inch vertical, which is about 89 jumping. Now, he is 23 years old. He's the oldest player that did get selected in the first round. So I guess in terms of his development, that combined with how I think he's going to get a normal dev could be a little rough, but he's going to be a really good player in the NFL. The second first-round pick for the Minnesota Vikings, the man picked at 22, is Justin Jefferson at LSU. We gave him a 71 overall. He ran a 4.43. So I think 4.43 is about 91 for speed and acceleration. We kind of took the easy way out. He ran very impressive time. 37.5-inch vertical, about 89 jumping. He's a really well-rounded player. As you can see, we have him as a slot player archetype. I think he's going to get a star dev. He is only 20, so the upside is definitely there for the man that they hope can replace Stephon Diggs. The Tennessee Titans. Next up, we have Isaiah Wilson, who they drafted at pick number 29 in the first round. A man to come over and try to replace Jack Conklin. Kind of a surprise reach in the first round, so we're going to give him a 67 normal. 67, that's what we got for Caleb McGarry in Madden 20. Pretty much the same context. A little bit of a weird first-round right tackle. I felt like that's an appropriate rating for him to start out. But he's a power guy, 6'6", 250. We have a 5'3", 240. So he's not going to be that great of a mover. Not going to be a guy that you want to get to the second level. But very strong, 26 reps on the bench press, which the bench press numbers and how they correlate to strength in Madden was really, really weird. Speed and jumping were very consistent, but the strength numbers were a little weird across the board. Definitely, you would weigh different positions differently because, like, obviously, 28 reps, 88 maybe is a little bit high, but you look at I don't know what algorithm they use to determine strength because maybe there's something to do with, like, arm wingspan, like longer arms. It's hard to do more bench press. Doesn't really indicate how strong and powerful you are. I don't know. But based upon the information we got from Madden 20, about 88 strength for Isaiah Wilson. Seattle Seahawks are up next, and they got another surprise selection. Typical Seattle by just going way off the board. And they got Jordan Brooks out of Texas Tech. I don't think he's a brutal player. I just think it's the value was not there whatsoever, especially when they got him at pick 27. He was banged up, so he only ran the 40 where he ran a 4.54. So it's 6 feet tall, 240 pounds. I think he's going to be able to 68 normal dev. Run stuffer, has, you know, solid in coverage ability. We gave him 87 speed, 88 acceleration, solid tackling, and, you know, not terrible. Like, we gave him 70 zone. He is one of the, he was like the tier 2 of cover linebackers in this year's draft class. Another kind of surprising selection, we have the New Orleans Saints, who got CESAR RUIZ out of Michigan, only 20 years old. I think we'll give him about a 71 with a normal dev trait, understanding, you know, he's kind of in that range where Andre Dillard to the Eagles, he got a 70. Titus Howard was more of a surprise pick to the Texans, but still in that range. He only got a 67. Really comparable interior lineman. Chris Lindstrom went to the Falcons at 14. He only got a 70, so maybe a 71 could be a little bit. I think it's going to be 70, 71. Give him around a normal dev. He had a 5.08 in the 40, which is, you know, it's not bad. Those aren't brutal numbers. 69 speed, 79 acceleration. He also put up 28 reps on the bench press like Isaiah Wilson, so we'll give him 88. The Washington Redskins selected Chase Young out of Ohio State at pick 2. Now, here's the thing. I think if there's going to be the 180, if that's kind of the pace car that has been set, because Quinnen Williams got an 80, I think this year's draft class, Chase Young should get the highest rating. He should have an 80. But then in the same hand, he's the highest. I didn't give anyone an 80 this year because Nick Bosa only got a 78. And I don't think Chase Young is 2 points better of a prospect than Nick Bosa was coming out of Ohio State. So, yeah, we're going 79. This is the highest rating I have for my draft class. Giving him a superstar dev. He's a beast, man. Absolute beast. Didn't have any testing at the combine, so kind of had to go off of just the eye test. But he's incredibly well-rounded, very powerful. Good set of moves. Power move, power rusher. And people, you know, his dad came out and said, yeah, he's got probably going to be about 6'7", 6'8" by the time he's done growing. I don't know how much stock I want to put into that, but a very well-rounded edge rusher, and annoyed that he went to the Redskins and is going to be staying in the NFC East. Baltimore Ravens very happy that they debatably got the best linebacker in the draft class to follow them. They did not have to trade up. Patrick Queen out of LSU. We gave him the depth trait is going to be a star dev. Didn't unlock because obviously he's buried on the depth chart there, but a 70 star dev for his base, which again, you know, he got picked at 28. Comparing that to some of the linebackers from Madden 20, Devin White got a 74, Devin Bush got a 72, going down a little bit lower in the list. You know, that, yes, I feel like 70 is a fair spot to put him in comparison to Devin White and Devin Bush. A really nice playmaker though, Patrick Queen, 4.50, so we got 89 speed, 91 acceleration, 35-inch vert, which is about 85 jumping. And he's a really good cover linebacker. So there you go, pass coverage style. He's gonna be a really nice user. The Las Vegas Raiders had 2 first-round selections. We'll go with the surprising of the 2, Damon Arnette out of Ohio State. They got him at pick 19. I'm giving him a 67 normal. He is the reach of the secondary players in this year's draft. Trying to compare that to last year. Corners did get favorable ratings. Like DeAndre Baker went at pick 30, and he got a 71. But a little bit more surprising, like Jonathan Abram went to the Vegas Raiders. He got a 69. A little bit surprised guy sneaking in the first round. So we're gonna give him a 67. I had, you know, second, third round grade on him. While he is stylistically kind of fits what they're doing there in Las Vegas, it was a little bit of a surprising pick. From the combine, he ran a 4.56, which is about 87 speed, 88 acceleration. You know, have fun developing him, Raider fans. However, your other selection, he's gonna be real fun. And that is Mr. Henry Ruggs III out of Alabama at pick number 12. Made me some money because I put money on him being the first wide receiver drafted. I'm giving him 77 star. I think he could be on the cusp of superstar because he was the first wide receiver drafted out of the great class that we had here. I just decided he's going to be so overpowered. Does he really need a superstar right out the gate? But for deep threat ability, I mean, what do we know? We got a 4.27, so I'm giving him 97 speed, 96 acceleration. Trying to compare that a little bit to what Hollywood Brown got a 77 overall. He didn't run the 40. You would figure they're almost the same type athletes. And Hollywood Brown had 97 speed, 95 acceleration. So I'm going to give Ruggs the little uptick there because he actually tested at the combine. But I mean, he has really, really solid hands. His jumping with I think he had 42-inch vertical. That gives him 97 jumping. He is going to be absolutely terrifying to try to stop next season. Carolina at pick number 7 selected Derrick Brown out of Auburn. We're going to give him a 77 star dev right out the gate. Another guy kind of like Henry Ruggs. could be on that fine line of, are they going to get a star? Are they going to get a superstar to start the year? You know, he could get it. He absolutely could. I just think they're going to probably try to keep the superstars. I have 5 that you're going to see here today. I feel like, you know, they're all about even numbers. They're all about keeping things neat and tidy. So Derrick Brown just missing the cut for that superstar dev. From the combine, he ran a 5.16, which is not particularly great, but I mean, what is he? He's a nose tackle. He's a 3-4 D lineman. He put up 28 reps on the bench press with about 86 strength. And you know, the 77 overall, comparing that to, say, Dexter Lawrence, who got a 76 last season, I definitely think Derrick Brown is a little bit better prospect, so we're going to give him the advantage here with a 77. Green Bay Packers surprised everyone with getting Jordan Love. I'm giving Jordan Love a 70 overall. I feel like quarterbacks get somewhat favorable numbers. He ran a 4.74, and I think speed and acceleration ratings for quarterbacks are insanely overrated. Like Daniel Jones ran a 4.81, and he got an 83 speed, 86 acceleration. Those are insane numbers. The pace car for 40-yard dash times relating to quarterback speed and acceleration is absurd. So I'm going to give Jordan Love 85 speed, 87 acceleration. He's going to get 94 throw power, an absolute cannon of an arm, 82 short, 79 mid, 77 deep, 81 throw on the run, 74 throw under pressure, 74 break sacks, 77 play action, and some pretty solid carrying ratings as well. As he's not a true dual threat, but he can move for sure. Again, you know, same kind of class I would say is like Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz not really a dual threat, but he can scramble and extend plays with his feet very, very comfortably. So there is Jordan Love. At pick 3, the Detroit Lions got their Darius Slay replacement in Jeff Okudah out of Ohio State. I'm going to give him a 77 superstar. Really, really solid corner, really good man cover corner. Looking at his combine, he ran a 4.48, so we're giving him 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 41-inch vert, which is about 96 jumping. Great agility. His footwork is sensational. I feel like agility would probably be the closest thing to getting your footwork down here, 4 corners. And if it really is, like I never really figured out what, I don't really think there is a mechanic, I would say, in Madden that indicates your footwork. He could have 99 if that was technically agility, which I think it plays a big part, but a really good man, press man. He's well-rounded. He can do everything very, very well. Really, really good corner, I imagine. He is going to be very overpowered and very much like Jair Alexander in our franchises right now. He's going to be in your sim franchises in Madden 21. That guy that's always 97, 98, 99 overall, 3-4 years in. The New York Jets got themselves a franchise tackle for Sam Darnold and MEKHI BECTON out of Louisville. We're going to give him a base overall of a 72 overall, star dev, insane athlete. I mean, again, it kind of sets the pace. It's very easy to see from Madden 20 what the O-lineman rookie ratings are going to be in Madden 21. But for BECTON, kind of breaks him a little bit. He ran a 5.10, but at the fact that you're at 364 pounds, we're going to give him a little bit more speed than you traditionally would give someone. Because just come on. So I gave him 71 speed, 84 acceleration, put up 23 reps on the bench press, which is going to be about 84 strength. Obviously, things aren't going well here for the New York Jets, and he's kind of hit some regression here just a little bit. As I did want to sim in because it would unveil most of their dev traits, so I could show you that. But BECTON, really nice tackle. The Jacksonville Jaguars had 2 first-round selections. Their later of the 2 was K'Lavon Chaisson, edge rusher from LSU, only 20 years old. I'm going to give him a 74 overall. His dev trait is hidden. I'm going to give him a star dev. Really, really good linebacker. Complements what they already have there in Josh Allen. Very similar styles of player. Didn't test at the combine, so much like, you know, the Tuas, the Chase Youngs, the Kinlaws of the world, I kind of got to go off of like just from their play speed and really what I think their stats are going to be. He's more of a finesse guy as he can drop back into coverage. More of a 3-4 outside linebacker than he is a 4-3 edge. Definitely needs to get stronger for the NFL, but he's going to be a really nice utility piece. And hey, if Ngakoue is still on the roster and you like not really playing and keeping things to realism in your franchise modes, if you run a 3-4, this could be a guy that is buried on a depth chart. And I know trading for rookies is kind of painful, but he's going to be a sensational player in a 3-4 scheme for your franchise modes in Madden 21 if he does become available. However, the first pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars was CJ Henderson out of Florida. I'm going to give him a 74 star dev. Again, 4.39 at the combine, so it's about 93 speed. I gave him 95 acceleration, 94 agility. He had a 37.5-inch vert, which is about 89 jumping. He's a man cover corner, really, really athletic, tips everything. He actually put up pretty good numbers on the bench press as well. I think he had the #1 bench for any of the first round corners. It was around 20, I believe. So 76 strength. He's going to be a guy that's just going to be really, really fun. You could probably even think about, maybe not with the tackle. He doesn't like the tackle. He does not like the tackle. I can tell you that right now as a Gator fan. But for your elite speedster on the outside, this is your guy. The New York Giants' first pick at pick number 4 was Andrew Thomas out of Georgia. I'm going to give him a 73 star dev lineman in Madden 21, especially rookies. They did not get particularly favorable scores. Like the highest lineman last year was Jonah Williams out of Alabama, who I would say is a very comparable player to Andrew Thomas. Very, very safe tackle prospect. He only got a 72, but because Andrew Thomas did go top 5, we're going to give him a 73. He could debatably be a 74, somewhere in that range. When you look at the numbers, what he did, 5.22 in the 40, 21 reps on the bench press. So he's not a premier athlete. He's much more of a technician of a tackle, and is a really good fit and great pickup by Dave Gettleman and the New York Giants. The San Francisco 49ers had 2 first-round selections. Their latter of the 2 was Brandon Ayuk out of Arizona State. We're going to give him a 70 normal dev overall. When you look at his combine performances, 4.50. He's probably faster than that, but we'll give him the 90, 91. Maybe a little bit uptick you see with that in an Eagles receiver that everyone knows generally probably is faster than they tested the combine, and Ayuk is one of the 2 wide receivers. We did give you the benefit of the doubt for that. He had a 40-inch vertical, which is 95 jumping, very fast outside type wide receiver. I gave him, I think, fairly high spec catch. I mean, not really. He has really long arms, so I figured there has to be something about that. His catch radius is big. I don't know which one of these stats would improve his catch radius. Catch in traffic, maybe. Spec catch, one of those 2. But he's a really good burn on the outside and can be fun to use on jump balls, even though he is sub 6 feet tall. Their first pick, however, was at 14, and they got Javon Kinlaw to come and replace DeForest Buckner on that D-line. I'm going to give him a 75 overall, a star dev as well. The weight's a little bit off here. We need to bump that up just a little bit. He's about 320. He is a gigantic human being. Very, very flexible, scheme flexible. Is gonna be I think he's athletic enough, too, that he could probably rush from the outside as well, inside. He did not test at the combine, so you pretty much have to go off tape. But he is a very good athlete for a 320-pound gentleman. And there you go. DeForest Buckner's replacement. The Atlanta Falcons had a very surprising first-round pick in A.J. Terrell. Maybe not surprising in a sense, but it's surprising to go get pick 16. I'm going to give him a 69 overall. I thought he was a fringe first-round player, and this is about where it needs to be. Very nice Atlanta jersey. I'm going to give him a normal dev as well. From the combine, he put up a 4.42. So we're going to give him 91 speed, 92 acceleration, very fast, outside man. He had 34.5-inch vert, which is not that great. It's only 89 jumping. So, you know, not an A-tier athlete, but pretty close to it. Great straight line speed for the new Falcon corner. Let's get a try and replace Desmond Trufant. The Philadelphia Eagles, they got Jalen Reagor. If you watched my video, you know how I felt about this pick. You know, it's not a brutal pick. 70 overall. I'm giving him a normal dev. Maybe you're expecting me to give him a ridiculous rating, but he ran slightly disappointing, a 4.47, but then he got a hand-timed 4.25 at his pro day. So everyone knew he was faster than that 4.47, but I'm not going to juice it too much. I'm giving him 92 speed, 93 acceleration. His catching, he did have some drop issues, so his below 80 catching is less than ideal. He had a 42-inch vert, however, which is ridiculous, so I'm giving him 97 jumping, as well, kind of like Ayuk. Not 6 feet tall, but still will be able to get some jump balls because he has ridiculous springs in them legs. The Dolphins had 3 first-round picks, and surprisingly, at pick number 30, they took Noah Igbinoghene from Auburn. I'm going to give him a 68 normal. He is only 20, so he has a couple of years of development on some of the other first-round players, which is good for him. At the combine, he ran a 4.48, which I'm giving him 90 speed, 91 acceleration. He had a 37-inch vert, which is 87, 88, 89, somewhere in that territory for his jumping. Again, you got a ways to go. I don't really get this pick, but hey, it's surplus requirement if you are playing the Dolphins in your sim. You're going to have really 3 really good corners in Igbinoghene, Xavier Howard, and Byron Jones. Logan Ryan's not on the team just because I simmed a couple games in to the season. Drafted a tackle to protect Tua. Maybe not the best value tackle, but the youth is there as well. Another 20-year-old in Austin Jackson out of USC. We're going to give him a 67 normal. Again, kind of like Caleb McGarry, kind of like Titus Howard selected in Madden 20. I think Austin Jackson will get one of those ratings. 67 normal. At the combine, what did he do? Let's see. We got a 507 on the 40, 27 reps on the bench press, which is good for his strength. He's got to start with 87 strength, and he can move a little bit. He's not, you know, an Isaiah Wilson level of not really an athlete, I'm just big type tackle. So, I mean, hopefully he can develop nicely for you guys in your Dolphins franchise, because I assume Miami going to be a really popular team for people that want to play Madden 21 and kind of have a rebuild. And the big pick for the Miami Dolphins was Tua Tagovailoa at pick 5. I'm giving him a 74 superstar. I'm giving him a superstar. I could definitely see Madden giving him a star. I think he should start with a superstar. I think there should be 5 rookies, first-round rookies in Madden 21 that get superstars. He definitely should be one of them. Didn't test with the combine, so kind of need to go off of the tape. I mean, you know he's a can of an arm, so I think 92, 93, he'll be in that territory. He is mobile, and you knowing that mobile quarterbacks get really weird speed and acceleration numbers. I think 81 speed, 86 acceleration, somewhere in that range. And the injury, I have him actually below an 85 in the injury, 77, because that is the red flag that's kind of looming over his head right now. Dallas Cowboys in the first round got CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver from Oklahoma. I'm giving him a 77 overall, which is tied for, really was a logjam for who the best wide receiver in this draft class was. He is tied with Henry Ruggs. I'm going to give him a star dev. He's you know, more of a physical style of wide receiver. At the combine, CeeDee Lamb had a 4.50, so I'm giving him 90 speed, 90 acceleration, which is, you know, I think that's a pretty favorable. He had a 34.5-inch vert, which is about 84 jumping. It's just the jump ball ability, the hands, the catching, possession catches. He's not, you know, an A-tier route runner of Jerry Jeudy, but he's really, really damn close. And I think he's going to get really good stats. It's going to be very annoying going against him, Michael Gallup, and Amari Cooper in Madden 21. The Kansas City Chiefs, your reigning defending Super Bowl champions, at pick 32, drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire out of LSU. Big boy Darren Sproles, 5'7", 207. I'm giving him a 72 normal. Running backs got a pretty good rating. Josh Jacobs at 24 got a 74 last season, and really like the same style of athlete that Edwards-Helaire. So I'm going to give him a 72. I think that's pretty fair for where we're at. Edwards-Helaire ran a 4.60, so I'm going to give him very similar to what Josh Jacobs. I think that's like what Josh Jacobs ran at his pro day. So we gave him the same, you know, speed and acceleration numbers that Josh Jacobs had. 85 speed, 89 acceleration. He did have a ridiculous 39.5-inch vert. So we gave him, where's his jumping at? Does it even show jumping here? I guess it's not overly important. I gave him 92 jumping. But, I mean, yeah, there you go. There's your new future franchise running back. If you are the guy that hopefully can supersede what you guys had in Kareem Hunt. LA Chargers had 2 first-round picks after trading a second and third round to come up and get Kenneth Murray, the linebacker out of Oklahoma, who we're going to give a 70 overall, pretty much on par with Patrick Queen. It was really 1A, 1B for a lot of people as to who the top linebacker was in this year's draft class. At the combine, Kenneth Murray, 4.52 in the 40, so I'm giving him 88 speed, 89 acceleration. He had a 38-inch vert, which is about 91 jumping, which is, yeah, these guys are jackrabbits. Him, Patrick Queen, Devin Bush, Devin White, they're just going to be this new hybrid of super overpowered user linebackers in Madden. The quarterback at pick 6 for the LA Chargers, Justin Herbert. We're going to give him a 72 overall. Hidden dev, I'm actually only going to give him a star. I don't think he's going to be one of those guys that could be fringe superstar, but I think given the fact that he is more of a developmental option, we'll start him off as a star dev. But because he's a good athlete and because we keep bringing back just the ridiculous 40-yard dash time in relation to quarterback speed, you're going to be getting a 6'6", 200 and almost 40-pound quarterback. And because he ran a 4.68, I'm giving him 86 speed, 89 acceleration. He can run. He has a can of an eye. I think in terms of overpowered quarterbacks, Justin Herbert's going to be the guy next season. 100%. Absolute, positively, he is going to be freakishly overpowered. Did someone say freaks? Isaiah Simmons went at pick number 8 to the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to give him a 77 right out the rip. I'm also going to give him a superstar dev trait, one of my 5 superstar devs for this year's draft class. At the combine, proved just how damn freaky he was. 4.39 in the 40, 39-inch vertical, so we're giving him 93 speed, giving him 94 acceleration, 92 jumping. The hit power is insane. The coverage ability is going to be as good as any linebacker, if not better, because he literally plays every single position. He has the highest coverage ability out of any linebacker in this year's draft class. I mean, I might have to get back in. I haven't used your linebacker since like Madden 07, Madden 08. Might have to get back into it with all these really, really good guys that started last year, like again, with the Devin Whites and the Devin Bushes. And we got Simmons, Patrick Queen, Kenneth Murray now. It's becoming a linebacker, a user linebacker's world in Madden on the defensive side of the ball, and we got to get back into it here on the channel. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at pick number 13 selected Tristan Wirfs out of Iowa. We're going to give him a 71 star. He tested off the charts at the combine. A-tier athlete on the offensive line. 4.85 in the 40, so that's 78 speed, 87 acceleration, and 24 reps on the bench press. So I'm going to give him 85 strength. An absolute monster of an athletic. You want to swing tackle? If there's a way in Madden 21 that we can get creative and put guys at fullback, he's a guy. Him and Vita Vea, he can just run all big package, you know? He's got a really, really solid tackle, absolutely what you need. Because I think Tampa's going to be a really popular rebuild team too, because you can play with Tom Brady and Gronk for like a year, and then it's going to be an all-out rebuild. And a guy like Wirfs has that potential to develop into a franchise tackle. Staying on the tackle train, we have Jedrick Wills, who the Cleveland Browns selected at pick 10 in the first round. From the combine, we can only really go off a 5.05. I'm giving him a 72 with a star dev. Speed and acceleration, we got 71 speed, 81 acceleration. Really good footwork. He most likely is going to be a right tackle, and they'll move Jeff Conklin to left tackle. This is kind of where we have it. The Denver Broncos in the first round at pick number 15. Probably very happy with this guy. They were Jerry Jeudy out of Alabama. I'm giving him a 76 overall with a star dev. Again, he could probably be in that conversation, much like Ruggs, like the fringe on the line of superstar devs, depending on how many that Madden wants to hand out at launch. Again, we try to keep it at 5. So Jerry Jeudy, 76, a star dev at the combine, 4.45. So I gave him 91 speed, 90 acceleration. He had a 35-inch vert, which is about 85 jumping, but the route running is where he's at. He's a route runner for his archetype, the best route runner in this year's draft class, 89 medium route running. Just, you know, have him get out in space, 5-10 yards out in space, gonna make other teams look stupid. And the final pick, which was actually the first pick, and that is Joe Exotic himself, Joe Burrow, who I'm gonna give a 75 superstar. Looking at last year, Madden 20, Kyler Murray, first overall pick. He only got a 73. But given the hype around Joe Burrow, given the fact that everything he did at LSU, like what, he had 98 touchdowns last season, I think we'll go 75. I'll give him 2 points higher than Kyler Murray. I'm giving him that superstar dev as well. And now he is 23, which is definitely something that's kind of the big knock against him. He is older than, say, Lamar Jackson. Look at his stats. He is good, but not elite arm talent. So I'm giving him about 90 throw power. His accuracy is off the charts, though. He can throw on the run, 78 speed, 82 acceleration. He can move. Probably don't want to QB keeper with him too much. Just hand the ball off to Joe Mixon. But I do think Joe Burrow should and will get a higher rating than Kyler Murray did get last season, which maybe is a little bit of a hot take because mobile quarterbacks tend to have better Madden ratings than they probably should. But I think Joe Burrow should get a 75 superstar. So there you go, guys. That is my predictions for Madden 21 and what the rookie ratings are going to be. Let me know what you feel about them in the comment section below. Give me your predictions in the comment section below. If you want to use these rosters, if you want to support the project, I'm going to leave the link to the Discord. There are ongoing in that Discord. You can get information about how you can get classes similar to this on PlayStation 4 and on Xbox. It's a really good community to be a part of. Go check that out in the links and descriptions below. But that is it from here today, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, your first time stopping by and you want to hop on this train as we get ready for Madden 21, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow. Peace out.